Welcome to the Fantasy Football Brothers. Let's meet your host. From the cold and harsh distant land of Mother Russia, lover of romantic walks from his bed to his couch, Boris Wagner. From the sunshine state of California, lover of barbershops and sleeping in, Richard Wagner. Thank you for joining the Fantasy Football Brothers for another episode.
Welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Football Brothers. My name is Richard Wagner.
My name is Boris Wagner. Did I interrupt you there again?
Probably.
Sorry,
but
my
it's
bad,
okay.
guys.
I think it's a staple of our show now.
It is.
There is 11 days till the fantasy football season.
Can't they just take out one of the ones and it's just be one day?
Can they just take out all 11? Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am just ecstatic, dude. I'm so ecstatic I can't even poop anymore, man. I mean, I am that thrilled. It's football. It's here. Everybody doubted it. We never doubted it. I think we love the sport too much to even think that there's anything else but football. Yeah, man.
Yeah, if it didn't happen, our souls would be crushed.
Absolutely.
There'd be a lot of money back into our bank account.
Probably have to probably not probably me and my girl will break up. There'd be no engagement. I mean, that's how depressed I'd be, man.
Wow. The Nuggets and the Jazz play later today. I'm excited for that. The game will probably be over by the time you're seeing this. Hopefully my Nuggets push it to 7.
All right.
But we have an exciting episode planned for you guys. We're going to be doing some news. Had a pretty big rookie go down with an injury. We're going to be doing some keep, trade, cut. And this show is going to be hot takes and wild predictions. And, man, do we got some hot takes for you guys.
Yeah. What's the shit?
If you guys...
I forget.
Nice. Oh, Christian Kirk?
No.
I should have a soundbite of that.
Right.
If you guys do enjoy the show, leave us a like, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave us a comment, and please give us a review on Apple Podcasts. We really do appreciate it, you guys. If you guys are listening wherever you are, a Stitcher, YouTube, Spotify,
Tinder.
iTunes, Tinder, that would be cool. Oh, like we have profiles, and then there's like a soundbite of our fantasy football podcast.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
We're taken just for the ladies out there on Tinder. But yeah, let's get into some news.
News.
Jalen Raegor. Oh man, I feel like the freaking Philadelphia Eagles
the worst
are the
luck.
most injured team
Literally.
in the history of teams.
Yeah.
Now
Literally.
someone write down in the comments if that's true or not. Fact check me on there. But Jalen Raegor injures his shoulder, out for 4 weeks. He doesn't need surgery, but maybe still chance that he will need it. So, Jesus Christ. What does that mean for Greg Ward, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, Deshaun Jackson, Alshon Jeffrey maybe,
Ertz,
Goddard. I mean, at this point, yeah, Ertz is looking like, and Goddard, I think both of them are looking like.
Yeah, because last year, someone was saying last year, with all the injured players, I mean, basically they were running just tight ends, passing it to tight ends and
Right.
the running backs.
And you could tell in Madden because that's pretty much their whole scheme. Just 2 tight end schemes.
So I feel really bad, man. Jalen Raegor, I think him and Ruggs, and maybe Edwards, I feel like they had one of the biggest upsides because of the team, because of the positional advantages. Like they didn't have Jeffrey, they could have become the one. Deshaun Jackson, he's good, but he's 33 years old.
And probably gonna get injured again.
Yeah, probably gonna get injured. So he definitely had the advantage in a system that loves. I mean, Wentz is, if he's healthy, he's a beast. He loves to throw the ball. So I feel like he had a promising time, and now he's injured 4 weeks, could be more. He's a rookie. He's a promising rookie that that they don't want to rush into because he can re-injure it. And it's interesting, yeah, what does that mean for Greg Ward, JJ? I feel like Greg Ward is the safest play because he's playing in the slot, and I think he's going to get some good plays there. He is going to be, having to compete with Ertz and Goddard in the slot area in the middle there, but I still think there's enough to go around. But I think JJ Arcega, he was a pretty high pick last year, and so I think this is one of his final chances to step up, and he has, I think, the highest upside out of all the dudes there. What do you think, bro?
Yeah. J.J. Arcega was the 57th overall pick, so that seems in the middle of the second round.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
Yeah, I definitely do like those players now. You can't, once Alshon went down, I was still, they still have Deshaun and Rager,
Right.
and I'm sure they're running 12 tight end sets a lot, so I wasn't even concerned. But now with Rager out, and, Deshaun probably is going to get injured again. Dude, one of those guys.
So, yeah,
is
one of the
gonna-
guys become like the one, bro.
Yeah.
For sure.
If you think, No.
Let us know what you guys think. What players, comment. Let us know on social media who you guys.
So who would
who
you
you guys
draft
like?
ahead of JJ or Ward if you want to draft?
I mean, it depends. Like, I'd want to see their ADPs. I'd actually I'd want to see.
Okay,
But
Greg Ward or
I probably like Greg Ward more.
Greg Ward or Brandon Ayuk?
I don't like Brandon Ayuk. Greg Ward.
Greg Ward.
I mean, Greg Ward is only there for 4 weeks, but no. He's actually not, because he's actually their slot. So I probably like Greg Ward in that system with Carson Wentz. Yeah.
Greg Ward or Bryan Edwards?
I actually just dropped Bryan Edwards for Greg Ward, so Greg Ward.
Greg Ward or James Washington?
Greg Ward.
Greg Ward.
I love it. I love that one.
Greg Ward or
I
Hunter?
love that one. He just actually is going to drop James Washington and pick up Greg Ward, literally, because I dropped Greg Ward to get I just got him. Actually, someone dropped AJ Green, bro. Like, the weirdest thing. Who drops AJ Green this early, not knowing if he's gonna play week 1? The guy has a wide receiver 1 upside. They just drop him. I used my waivers on him. Drop Ward. Now the guy is gonna pick up Ward. I actually did get Whiteside in that league, so I ain't too mad. But yeah. So any more questions?
No, I think that does it.
Answer.
And speaking of other Philly news, Carson Wentz day-to-day minor low body injury. Oh my freaking god!
This team, dude, they never can get a break. Wentz was literally like his first year. He was actually healthy last year, bro. I can't believe they won the title with like so many injuries and injuries to the quarterback. Nick Foles got him to the Super Bowl. Like, they're the
Right.
weirdest, like, luck without luck kind of team. Like, you can never predict them, bro. They can have literally like no one on the team and still make it.
Yeah, and you would think, they wouldn't be making it these past years, but Dallas has just been sucking, man. Dallas with those superstars.
Right, they have the
on
superstars
team.
and sucking. And another thing, right, is so their O-line dude, right, gets injured. The rookie guy, the sophomore, who was a big pick. And then they were putting in, I forgot his name. He's like an older O-line guy. We actually talked about him last episode. So he's actually, knowing that this situation has happened, knowing that they really need him to play that position, he's actually demanding a raise. So they might not even be able to get this guy.
Wait, the O-line?
The O-line dude, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I forgot his name. Totally forgot. Peters. Jason Peters. So Jason Peters is demanding, a higher raise, understanding the value that they really need him now. So it's insane in Philly, man. And I know in Philly, like, people are like the fans are so hyped. They like love football. So it's gonna be a wild year, man, with Corona.
Yeah. Definitely a wild weird year
Right.
in Philly. Darrent Thompson, safety for Chargers, to miss significant time with meniscus trim.
Yeah, that sounds a little weird, but that's
Meniscus trim?
yeah,
That's what it is?
it is.
Wow. Yeah, that just sucks for the defense even more.
Right, because Chargers already didn't have it,
Right.
pretty bad
I mean, they
without
have
Rivers.
Bosa,
Right.
but yeah, Keenan Allen may be moving up a little bit there.
Yeah, because they go. I mean, if they already didn't need to throw the ball, I also personally like it for Eckler more, because I think if they're gonna be behind by like a gazillion points, like, even if you do like the second and third running back, off that team, you like Justin Jackson, you like Kelly, we know Eckler's the third down back, man.
Yeah, and
so
Joe Mixon not practicing for Sunday scrimmage, no bueno. That's really bad.
right.
I think it's getting to the point where I might
It's a
be
little
starting
scary.
to worry a little bit.
Why? A little scary, because they're saying that this was technically like a third preseason game,
Right.
where this is like one of the more important games, because it's like a week and a half left, man.
Yeah, hopefully this has nothing to do with the contract extension talks.
Right.
Hopefully this is just a migraine that can be dealt with.
Right.
Nothing serious.
I think
nothing
he just
major.
has a migraine knowing how bad his O-line is. He's probably just like closes his eyes, imagines that O-line, and just
Literally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Lamical Perrine.
Lamichael Perrine.
Lamichael Perrine. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a hard one.
It's a hard one. carted out with a leg injury.
Yeah, it looked pretty serious. So the video looked pretty bad. Yeah, man, he seemed like a pretty promising dude. He actually just recently had a pretty good scrimmage at like a 76-yard touchdown. That whole team, like, you know, if he actually was healthy, who knows, bro? He could have been the starter by like week 2.
Week 1.
By,
Le'Veon
like,
Bell
week
just
one.
freaking the third string
and they were
back.
like, just kidding about Frank Gore. I love him, bro, but it was just a kidding. We just wanted Bell to get angry.
Wait, are we still doing that bet for the fans?
Yeah, we'll do that bet, bro.
You had to,
I mean,
had
no,
to
because
get him to confirm on the show.
because we were upset. You were upset about me trying to take
guys,
it out.
Please comment this below. If you make a bet, right? We made a bet. This was maybe like a week ago, and then it's a 10 days before the season, and this guy says, "I want to cancel the bet because the season hasn't started." What kind of a thing?
No, it's just like so many. Yeah, I mean, I get it in both ways. Like, yeah, there's so much change. Like, they're literally saying, Frank Gore,
but the thing is,
it's going to be a 60-40 cut.
Right, but the thing is,
what
for me is, I think those running backs are washed. The reason I was making that bet as well was because I think those running backs are washed.
I don't.
You can disagree.
I think 0% that Bell's washed.
Okay.
My only thing is just Gase.
I'm saying what my mindset is. I think those running backs are a little bit older, a little bit worse. I could see other people start taking their roles away. That's or another reason.
Right. So with that thought,
Yeah.
right? A 37-year-old guy would take his role.
What?
It's a guy that's even older.
I mean, maybe if you don't. First of all, with Gase, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So you're like, bro, this is your whole thing is like this guy's Bell is washed.
Yeah, but not only because he's older, because I don't think he's as talented as he was. I think.
Right, and then Gore is a 37 guy who's more talented than Bell.
I mean, if Gase thinks so, what can I say?
Yeah, if Gase said so, then that's like, you know.
That's all that really matters for fantasy.
Absolutely.
Jamar Chase opting out of the college.
This is exciting.
Season, going
exciting.
to the NFL draft next year. I wonder what's gonna happen. I wonder if he's gonna fall because he does that.
Right.
But he's probably the number one.
People would be dumb to think that.
Yeah, and hopefully he does fall and nobody knows about him.
Sneaky little pick, even though a lot of my dynasty picks, I like gave up all my rounds.
Listen, I'm thinking this is what happens right next year. Demarcus Robinson out.
Ooh.
Freaking
Sammy
Watkins
Kansas
out.
City.
McCole Hardman out.
Bro, if they can get him so cheap,
Jamar Chase.
they
Kansas
can get him
City.
so cheap, bro.
That's where I'm.
Because you know they're gonna win that Super. I mean, they're making the playoffs,
Right.
so they're not gonna have a high pick. So
Yeah.
potential.
Yeah. Ronald Jones back on the field. For all you Ronald Jones truthers out there.
RJ3.
RG3. Yeah, good news for him. It's going to be interesting what happens in that Tampa Bay backfield because whoever's it's going to be is going to be really good for fantasy.
Right. I think McCoy's like this sneak. I know he did really bad in Kansas City. I know people are saying he's like he's old and washed. I get it. Believe me, I get it. But what Tom Brady does like is he likes to play his veterans. He likes people that he knows he can trust to block. I don't know how good McCoy is at blocking, but if he's potentially better, because I know Jones is not that good at blocking.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah. In other news, the Jets, and more news with the freaking Jets. Kalen Ballage.
Bro, this is the funniest story to hit the news.
Didn't pass his physical, has a minor injury, so the trade nullified,
right.
and he will probably be dropped by Miami and go on waivers.
Right. So this is what I think happened. So Gase was thinking, wait a minute, did I just give him a 7th round pick? Wait a minute, bro. Get injured right now, mess with your hamstring. I won't give up the 7th, but you'll come home. Don't trip. Like you'll come home. Just
you think there's a deal on the back end?
Yeah. Just become a free agent, bro. Why do I need to give up my 7th, bro? Like, yeah, you're great, bro. Your 1.8 yards per attempt is pretty sexy, but we can get you for cheap.
If that did happen, that'd be pretty funny. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibilities with that dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know,
Such an interesting story, bro. All those that whole system, all those running, it's just like the running back frenzy, bro.
Right. Definitely Le'Veon Bell, complete fade for me. I'd never get him, even if he falls to like the 5th round at this point.
6th?
Like end of 6th, maybe, but he's just not doing that.
The 6th.
Sure. It's just I don't see it. Like your floor could literally be like 6 points a game.
For sure.
Fitz not practicing with the death of his mom. Super sad.
Yeah, man. Shout outs to Fitz. We love you, man. You've been a boss in this league from Harvard. Smart dude. Yeah, just sending prayers.
Yeah, man. But as sad as that is, we are a fantasy football show. We do have to get hyped on the rookie.
I just dropped him actually.
Tua?
Yeah.
The man himself. Tua.
I did. I just.
Tagovailoa. Oh, in the Yahoo League?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm swooping.
Did I just tell you
into
something that you didn't
that.
know? Oh
Well, I
my
probably
God.
would have checked, but I didn't.
Probably not.
Maybe. It was 50-50.
I mean, do you have a backup in that
Joe
league?
Burrow, but I want both the rookies.
Wow.
Yeah.
You'd have both the rookies.
Because in my eyes, Tua or Joe Burrow can.
Do you have a defense and a kicker? I mean, you're gonna
Yeah.
have to drop. Really?
Yeah. Tua and Joe Burrow, in my eyes, both of them
I definitely see it. I just think that with
could
the,
be
with
top
the depth,
7 quarterbacks.
I get the whole depth. Like, I still see him coming back. And if he does come back with the depth
Oh
of his
no, he's
mouth,
coming back. I'm saying by
I
a
just
certain
think
week.
that's what I'm saying. And to me, with the players on my waivers, like they're pretty decent.
Yeah, we
and
have
I
a
just-
really deep bench.
I know, and I just do not see him outplaying Drew Brees. I just don't see it. It could happen.
Yeah, I mean, I have Matt Ryan. I'm
I
not
just don't
leaving
see
it
it.
out of the possibilities. Just like Kyler Murray did last year with Matt Ryan and Drew Brees.
Right, Matt Ryan played better. Kyle Murray finished better than Matt Ryan.
Number 7 quarterback.
And what did
overall.
Matt Ryan finish? 10th? I don't know.
Somewhere there.
Okay.
Somewhere there.
All right.
Vikings trade, pretty big trade happening last night.
Right, that was probably the biggest thing that happened yesterday.
Vikings trade for Yannick Ngakoue. Sorry if I said that wrong.
Nice, that's not
I
good.
feel like that was it.
Sexy.
For a second-round pick from the Jacksonville Jags, 2021, and a conditional 5th in 2022. Man, I think that's really sexy for DJ Shark, really sexy for Gardner Minshew.
Literally go straight to the Jags.
That defense is horrible. I'm definitely less than Gardner Minshew. I think DJ Shark definitely
Bro,
moved up in my
I have
rankings.
Shark in the highest league, bro. My 150 league.
That's sick.
Woo!
I have Shark.
As my flex.
That's really good. I have Shark in my $25 best ball
Right,
to
250,000
win
price.
$200,000.
200,000. Right. Yeah, that's nice.
I have Chris Godwin and Shark as my 2 wide receivers.
Right.
And
But this definitely moves
and
up.
Saquon,
This
baby.
definitely moves up Minnesota's defense. We were just talking how trash they are. Towards the second half of the season last year, they were falling off, and now they just upgraded, man. That's a huge,
I think Dalvin
huge
Cook.
pick
I think that's humongous for Dalvin Cook.
for sure.
I think they're gonna be able to execute their run and pound game,
Bro,
stop people.
I know, bro. I keep getting these trade offers, bro. They're just so trash. This guy messages
Lucky, man.
me.
I want some trades.
This guy messages me like, bro, I'm gonna hook it up, bro. Like this is good for you. Maybe not even as good for me, but it's good for you, Boris. And I'm just like, come on, bro.
Seems like a pro.
I already canceled the train, said no, but he was basically asking me like Dobbins and Andrews.
He was giving you.
Right, he was giving me Dobbins. Like, you guys let me know. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people is on that hype. Dobbins, Andrews, and Gallup for Eckler, Hurst, and Woods.
I feel like if it was just Eckler and Hurst and then Dobbins and Andrews, like I could get behind that possibly.
Maybe I just don't.
I'm saying it's more fair.
I get it.
It's more fair, but to also add Michael Gallup for Woods is a little like
just
what the hell.
yikes, right? 100.
Yeah. Well, that was all the news. We hope no big news
Breaks
breaks.
because no, we're on Roto World, bro. We talk to them all the time.
Mhm.
And we let them know, like, guys, like, let's come out with news before we talk, and then to the next episode that we're
Exactly. So Roto is going to go completely dark for the next
gonna do. Deuces.
couple hours. But yeah, let's get into some keep, trade, cut.
Keep Trade Cut.
Our first question for keep, trade, cut. DJ Shark. Oh, for really quick, keep, trade, cut. We say 3 players, and you have the option to either keep one or trade one or
cut them.
or cut them off your roster. Not the option. You must do one of each.
Okay.
So DJ Shark, DJ Moore, we got the 2 DJs, and AJ Brown. We got all of those.
And we got, by the way, I don't know how many of you guys know this, but Richard is a DJ himself. He's a musician, amazing musician. All the music that you hear on this show is by him.
I'm more of an AJ.
You're more of an AJ than a DJ?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. But that is really cool, huh? All 3 J's?
All 3 of them. That's why I picked them.
Ah.
To me, this is quite. It's a little bit challenging, but I think I quite know where I'm going. I definitely think I'm keeping DJ Moore. Actually, no. I'm gonna take a step back. I'm trading DJ Moore because I think DJ Moore is gonna have such high trade value. I'm keeping DJ Shark, and I am dropping AJ Brown. What are you doing, Boris?
This is such a hard one. Yeah, the first thing I always think is like how much value can I get for the trade? To me, it's between DJ Moore and AJ Brown. I feel like AJ Brown's name is like so hyped, just because of his pure talent, how huge he is, how big he is, athletic he is. DJ Moore is also getting insane hype. I mean, DJ Shark is definitely not getting as much love. He's going much lower in the rounds, but he definitely has the same upside, honestly, like very close to it. So yeah, I might have to probably go with you. I'm probably gonna go with DJ Moore. I'm probably gonna trade him. I'm probably gonna cut AJ Brown, and I'm probably gonna keep DJ Shark. I mean, AJ Brown, I just don't know. He's reliant on that system that loves to run the ball a lot. Just don't like it as much, man.
Yeah. Our next one is Allen Robinson, Mike Evans, and Adam Thielen. This one is very spicy. To me, this breaks down to Allen Robinson and Mike Evans. Even though Thielen probably could be the safest.
Well, yeah, but Thielen, you're not going to get any trade value.
Right. So it's probably Allen Robinson and Mike Evans, and that is really freaking hard. I have this decision to make a lot. I'm probably keeping Mike Evans and trading Allen Robinson just because I believe in Mike Evans more. I think in that offense with Tom Brady, we could see a really big year for him. And I think he has the higher upside just based off his team's offense and his quarterback play.
For sure. I mean, just seeing where people are getting drafted, I think Mike Evans is getting drafted before all these other dudes. I think his upside is pretty great, pretty good, but I just don't know how that system is gonna work because Scotty Miller up in here literally every single day they talk so much, so much hype on him. They're saying he's playing really well. He's super quick. They're saying he's the Edelman. He's the actual white Edelman. He likes the white Edelmans, man. The Wes Welkers, the Edelman. So yeah. Other than that, I am because of that going to trade Mike Evans to get a beast position there. I'm gonna keep Allen Robinson. The guy is a monster. He's finished top 10. Wide receiver 1 numbers with 2 different teams, with the quarterback play being Garbanzo, and potentially we get Foles now who can hopefully play better. So I just like him there. And Thielen, as much as I love him, I don't know, are they gonna run the ball a lot? Are they gonna throw the ball a lot? I just don't know, and I don't know what that system is gonna look like, man. And I also don't know how he's gonna play without Diggs. So it's a little more of a question mark to me, though I know his upside is tremendous.
I mean, to me, Thielen's the safest guy out of all of these guys. I think Thielen, no matter what, whether they choose to run or whether they choose to throw, he's guaranteed over 100 targets. For sure. I mean, I just don't think there's a question.
I think Allen Robinson is too, though, man.
Right. I know. I'm just saying.
I know, for sure.
Thielen has the better quarterback.
Yes.
Then we have the most realistic question. Not realistic, but one of the more closer ones. Our late round running backs. Maybe you missed your second one. Maybe you're looking for your backup here. And this is some of the best value. James White, Jordan Howard, and Ronald Jones. The names must consist of a J. That's how we chose them. This is a really tricky one.
Rich, you're good at this.
This is a very, very tricky one. You got James White with the upside in Cam Newton's offense if it gets going. You have Jordan Howard with the upside of he's the number 1 guy. Brady ain't there. And Ronald Jones, you have the upside of Tom Brady's offense. So this is insane. I'm probably keeping Ronald Jones. I think he has the most. I mean, just based off where he's drafted him, I think he has the most upside out of all these 3 running backs, and probably the most floor. And I'm probably trading. I don't even know who would have more trade value. Yikes. Maybe James White? I don't know. Probably trading James White and dropping Jordan Howard. What are you doing, Boris?
Alright, so I am going to trade Ronald Jones. I think he has a lot of hype being on with Tom Brady. I think Vaughn, I don't think he's going to do that well in that system. I think they're going to be trusting him a little more. I think they're going to be trusting Ronald Jones. I just think he goes ahead of all these other running backs, and I don't know if I can depend on him, so I'm going to trade him, get a nice little piece for my little neck, because I got a nice neck. Okay, then between James White and Jordan Howard, I like James White, man. I think there's a lot of plays, a lot of players, a lot of running backs in that backfield, but I think the person that has been consistent no matter what has been James White. And especially with Cam Newton, we know how he might be a little inaccurate with throwing it to the running back. I still like the play. I think they might be behind in some games, man. James White's the third down back, and Belichick loves to use him. So that is my play.
Yeah, and that was our keep trade cut. Let us know in the comments if you have any other keep trade cuts we should do.
Absolutely. And also, who would you keep trade cut between me and my brother?
Because I know
would you
keep or trade?
Keep or trade. I know we trade.
Okay, I'm down. If they're trading me, that means they got the most value.
Potentially. But I mean, we might be going on a date. Maybe. Professional date.
I guess it just
I got a
depends.
girlfriend.
It depends.
But yeah.
Who is the one making the decision?
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was our keep trade cut brought to you by Boris's forehead.
Why are we? I like that. I mean, it can be a thing where we do a soundbite for that.
Well,
it sounds cool.
I was thinking your forehead starts paying us.
Oh, like it sponsors us?
If we're gonna be shouting out your forehead, we better be
I think before we do every episode, bro, me and this guy, we argue so much and we hate each other.
Because this guy...
So I think this guy literally... So wait, this guy, he does everything he can to mention my forehead and diss me on air.
I'm not dissing... What?
My forehead?
It's just a joke.
I know. I'm not taking it too personal. I'm saying. But I'm just saying, I feel like that hostility is I'm gonna get his forehead every time.
No.
By the way, guys... He gets very upset if you think that he's not the best in any sport.
It's not the problem. Here's what happened. We were alright, okay, Boris always thought he was better than me at ping pong. I was
which is table tennis.
I was listen, I think I'm better, but that's fine. Wait, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna say I'm better. I think we're even. At the end of the day, we're Are
you gonna tell him that we played a tournament?
We played a tournament of 20 games. This guy won 13, 14 of them. But what I was saying, there were a lot of them were close, and I'm saying a lot of our games finished very, very close by 1 point, by 2 points, and recently it's even closer. So what I'm saying, and what I was saying is we did another tournament of 20 games. They could have went my way, things just went your way. So I'm fine to not say you're better than me. I'm fine to say I'm not better than you. I'm fine to say that we're even, right? So I'm okay, we're even, and then Boris is you know what, man? And I didn't even say it, randomly. He was you know what, man? Yeah, I actually do think we're even now. And I was oh wow, that's great. So then our buddy comes over.
Hey, I'm not your buddy, pal.
Our buddy comes over, and our buddy was there when we did the tournament.
What's his name?
I was hey man, did you hear the big news? Boris said we're even. He finally admitted. And then I was and Boris was just silent, and I was yeah, and Boris was well, not really, I really don't think that. It's just what the hell, how are you gonna say that and then take it back? So my problem wasn't the fact that
because I've always played with
my problem is are you lying? What are you doing here?
Yeah.
What?
Well,
what are you doing?
I'm just lying.
Okay.
Yeah.
But enough about that.
Enough about that, guys. Let's have a table tennis ping pong tournament, guys.
If you want to see us, how about they be the judge?
We're gonna go live one of these days.
Let's do it. Yeah.
We're gonna have either a live or just an episode on YouTube.
In one of our episodes, we're gonna
be actually.
Wait, how about this episode? We put in a ping pong game right now.
This episode.
Right now, it cuts to a ping pong game.
Okay.
Up to what? 5, 6? Short. We'll decide later.
Up to 7.
Up to 7. Up to 7 ping pong game. Hopefully it cut right now to it.
Okay.
And
alright. Shut the fuck up.
No, you should.
It's we're like an entourage show.
Alright, press. Wait, guys. The audio is all going to be from
I wonder if through my license.
So I'm just saying.
So they have to show. Hey guys. Michelle. Hey guys.
Be quiet.
Yeah. Hey guys, for the next just 5 minutes, can you be quiet? We're doing this for a show.
Yeah, do it quick.
You guys can't say
Stop messing
that.
around.
Don't say that.
Alright, right off the bat, he's going to guess which hand it's in.
Michelle, can you hear me? Can you not talk, sweetie? Because it picks up everything.
Alright, he's going to guess which hand it's in.
Yeah,
Go for it.
Alright, it is. Can you guys tell me? Sorry, I have friends in the background. And alright, we're gonna go right. Yeah.
Alright, let's get
Dang,
started.
oh, that was
up
left.
to 7. Switch
okay.
serves every 2.
Here we go, guys. I'm gonna show you how it's done. Oh my god, I hit my finger, bro.
1-0, baby.
Hit my finger, dude. No! Am I gonna lose this one?
2-0.
Oh my god, I'm nervous, bro. Fuck. Oh! Let's go.
2-1.
So that boo-boo? Yeah, you guys can't laugh. Alright? Alright, I'm just kidding. You guys can't.
Seriously.
You guys can't laugh. Guys can't. Did you drink some good water? Okay. Yeah. Good agua? Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my
3-1.
god. My serve?
My serve.
Oh, fuck me up. Oh, I'm not cussing. Oh, come on. Oh, you guys like that? Come on. Come on. Come on, Boris. You're not losing to this guy. You're not losing to him. Yes! 3-2. Oh, come on. Come on. Michelle, you gotta be watching this main event. Come on. Come on, Boris. You got this. Come on, Boris. Come on, Boris. Oh, what a hit. Oh! Oh! Let's go! 3-3, boo-boo. Who's serve? My serve. Alright. Okay, if you want to learn how to serve, you take your hand, right? You put this on.
Alright, take it easy.
Okay, you take it easy.
Take it easy.
Oh! Who got the lead?
4-3.
Who got the fucking lead? Excuse me. This is YouTube. Alright. Yeah. Oh, dude. Oh, 5-3! Yes!
Hey, my free.
Woo! Let's go!
6-3.
All you fantasy people out there, this is your fantasy. Oh
6-4.
my god!
6-4.
Oh no, it's yours.
Yours.
6-4,
Alright,
make up to
6-4.
7.
Can't lose on serve.
Oh! Die! No! Yes! Let's go!
Alright.
That's it.
Welcome back from the ping pong game. It's gonna look really awkward if it didn't cut to a ping pong game. But okay, time for our hot takes and wild predictions. I'm gonna be starting it off with my boy. So this is pretty much where we're gonna be saying things that we think are gonna happen, but they're very against the norm, the fantasy football community. This one is one of my favorites, even though I think I don't have him as my top 12, and these are predictions. So realistically, this probably won't happen, but I'm predicting that this will.
Right.
Calvin Ridley, I got him finishing as a wide receiver 1 this year. Now this guy is crazy, right? He's the second guy to Julio Jones, right? And the past 2 years, he's gotten more touchdowns than Julio Jones. He surpassed more than 60 receptions on 90 targets and 800 yards. His touchdowns have really gave him an edge, right? And some people might think there's some negative touchdown regression coming, right? Well,
Absolutely.
I disagree.
I agree that there is definitely going to be some.
Well,
regression.
I completely disagree.
Bro, he's done it in like 80% of all his red zones.
Right, he was only targeted in 8 times in the red zone.
Yeah, and caught like what 6 of those.
That is going up. They have the most vacated targets by Austin Hooper, who's a red zone machine.
Hurst is here, boo boo.
Nice.
And Julio Jones.
Even if you think his percentage of touchdown regression is going to drop, which I think it will, he's going to have more opportunities. They're going to give him a bigger work share. This guy is literally projected, like in my eyes, is projecting to have a Chris Godwin season, right? And I'm not saying that he's going to be the number 1 and become better to Julio, but he could be literally 1B right there, even with Julio. And it wouldn't even be the craziest thing. I mean, last year coming into Tampa Bay, Mike Evans was the number 1 guy. There was no way that Chris Godwin would have ever been better than Mike Evans and been the guy. What happened? He freaking did it, right? In Atlanta, we're acting like Calvin Ridley is a bad player. He's a monster. He's a really good player. He's a first-round draft pick. They drafted him to replace Julio.
But Nick from BGG, he even said this, right? So he said Calvin Ridley last year, if you slice up the game per game stats, right? He was saying that, Calvin Ridley, the games that he did amazing was in the games in his conference with horrible defenses.
Right.
And the games that, actually were versus good teams, he disappeared.
Right.
He completely disappeared.
Well, I don't know if you know this, right? But this guy only had 93 targets and 866 yards and 7 touchdowns, right?
Yards?
Right. And
But
you
he
think that's
injured.
bad, right?
But
He was only played for 13 games.
Right,
He
got
missed
injured.
3 games.
For sure.
So his pace, he would have hit 1,000. He probably would have got
1,000 these days is not. Oh my god.
I'm saying he probably would have hit 110 receptions, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that clearly there is a very realistic outcome, and he's not being drafted as one. There's a very realistic outcome that he becomes a wide receiver 1. I don't think it's that crazy off. I think it's very doable this year, and we can see it because I see people grabbing him sometimes above guys like Cooper, above guys like Woods. Like this guy probably has the most upside.
Above who?
Cooper Kupp, above Robert Woods. This guy.
Yeah, I have definitely seen it.
This guy literally has the most upside out of all of those receivers. There's literally an outcome where, let's say Julio goes down, he is the wide receiver 1 on the season.
No, wide receiver 1
If
overall?
Julio goes down, he literally could be the wide receiver 1 on the season.
Potentially, for sure.
I'm just saying,
if
he's
that
playing with
happens.
Matt Ryan, who throws 600 passing attempts. They have the most vacated targets. He's already proven it to you 2 years in a row.
As my old self used to say, faux show.
So the only reason I can't draft Calvin Ridley is because I have guys like Cooper Kupp above him, and I think Cooper Kupp has even more upside. So the place where I have to take Calvin Ridley, I can't. But if he went if Cooper Kupp wasn't there, or if he was going like around later, it would be a smash pick for me. But yeah, if you're down on Cooper Kupp, which I know a lot of people are, I could see you taking Calvin Ridley.
All right. Speaking of Cooper, man, gonna have my baby named Cooper. Me and my girl, we gonna pop one soon because we like the name Cooper. She doesn't yet, but I'm gonna make her because I love Cooper Kupp and I love Amari Cooper. We were actually just looking at the highlights of him playing in Alabama. Man, the guy can play. He finished his last year with over 1,700 yards and I think it was 17 TDs. He was the 4th overall pick in 2015. He has been injury prone for sure. He has plantar fasciitis, but when he does play in the games that he's feeling good and feeling healthy, he beasts, man. He started last year being a top 2 wide receiver with 5 TDs in 5 games, including a 226-yarder, 1 touchdown game in week 5. That's insane. So he has games where he has over 30 points, and then he has games where he falls and has 5. So he has those discrepancies, and that's why he's not being drafted that high. But to me, I think he's a top 5 value. I think he has insane upside. I think them getting Lamb now honestly helps him. Spreads. People have to guard Lamb. And Lamb is a pretty good player. High rookie pick. They also have 18 of their red zone targets from Cobb and Wynn will be vacated. So he's going to be able to get more targets in the red zone. Their O-line is great. So, and again, let's just put this in perspective. Prescott, this is his actual 2nd year playing with Prescott. It's 2nd year. So, it takes time. Yeah, it's 2.5 years. But it was just a year and a half ago. It was just a half year that he played. So this is his real 2nd year plan. It takes time to develop. I think Prescott's going to have an amazing year. Then Cooper's going to have an amazing year. He called me up yesterday. He said, bro, plantar fasciitis, what? At that point. He said, what? He's looking sexy in camp. There's nothing is talked about his health. He's looking smooth. He's looking ripped. He's looking like the Cooper of my next generation kid type of play.
Right. I think Amari Cooper can definitely.
Hey, wait. I'm sorry. He also got that money though. He got $100 million.
Right. I think Amari Cooper can 100% finish as a top 5 wide receiver. I just wouldn't draft him because his other aspect is that he finishes as a wide receiver 50 on the year and plays 6 games.
I get you, but last year with his inconsistency, with his insane, he finished as the wide receiver 10. So he's still a wide receiver 1 no matter what.
His,
I'm just
even
saying.
more lows.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I get it. That's where you have to take him, though. That's where you're taking him.
No, he's going past 5. I'm taking him.
5? He's going in the 3rd round.
No, he's going in the 3rd round. But I'm saying he's top 5 pick.
No, I'm saying, but you're taking him as your wide receiver 1 after you got.
Right. It's my wide receiver 1. Yeah.
Right.
Top
So
12 players.
you're taking
top
him
12
that.
players.
Yeah. So
yes.
he has to hit that to
for sure. But I'm saying top 5. So it's
right.
It's higher up.
For sure.
But yeah, I hear you.
My next guy is Drew Brees. He finished as a top. My next guy is Drew Brees, finishing as a top 3 quarterback. I think this guy.
I love that pick, by the way.
Right. I think this guy's a monster, but you don't need me to think that. We've seen it, right? They just keep getting better, man. Emmanuel Sanders added to the team, helped that wide receiver wide receiver group.
They needed it.
They did. They had Michael Thomas and Traquan Smith.
Hey, that hype train on Traquan.
I hear you. But yeah, that'd be really good for Michael Thomas. I mean, they have Michael Thomas, so they have if not one of, if not the best wide receiver in the league. And Alvin Kamara was injured last year. Kamara, I think it might be Kamara. Was injured last year. He went 9 straight games without finding the end zone in 2019.
Weird.
I mean, that's going to help them a lot. You know, he's going to be back. He's going to be healthy. They have one of the best O-lines. They have a great defense. Like, they're a monster team, and they're in a division, right, that plays against Tampa Bay and Atlanta.
They're so lucky. But they were literally like Tom Brady with the Patriots. Like, played the worst team. That's why they were like, they were going to make the playoffs no matter what.
Yeah.
And
I don't think people realize what kind of statistical season this guy had last year.
Right.
He was injured, right? But despite missing 5 games, this guy threw for 3,000 yards, 27 touchdowns on a 74.3 completion percentage rate. I
think he was having literally his best year.
Literally his best year. He went
like
down
40 years old.
He went down. It was horrible. But guys, when he was playing there, he was a beast. He was averaging 21 points per game. And I'm telling you, that was with Alvin Kamara unhealthy.
And
that was without Emmanuel Sanders.
Right.
He's going to be a monster.
Yes, the O-line is good on that team.
That's what I was saying.
Right. And this was his actual first injury. And the only injury he got was like a finger, like his hand.
He's barely missed games. This guy holds 4 out of the top 6 single-season passing records.
Bro, we can go all day.
And as high as the second, 1 yard away from Peyton Manning.
You know he ain't leaving until he gets
this guy was throwing a career-high 7.1% touchdown rate last year. Most passing yards in the career. Like, come on, 70% red zone completion in 2019, highest in the league.
I literally have him in almost every league.
Yeah, literally, and like this guy is so good because other than this hot take, like his floor is so high. Like you're not drafting him just for a ceiling. You know his floor is like 20 points a game, solid. You don't need a streak. You got a quarterback, and you get to take him in what, the 9th, 10th round. Like, come on, this is a slam dunk pick. But I think he has a really good shot at finishing as a top 3 quarterback.
100.
And
I can see him being the 3rd guy.
Right, that's what I mean. It's kind of hard to project him to go over Lamar or Mahomes, but 3rd, I could totally see him.
Yeah. All right. My baby David Johnson, the guy that's going to give me that money, that $50 bet against my brother. And as you guys can see, we like to argue. You know I need every little thing I can get to win a bet and to make him look like a poo-poo face, like he's dumb, like he doesn't know anything.
No.
So, David Johnson, I love him. I love his play. He was traded for Hopkins. Now, I know everybody's like, oh my God, Hopkins.
Oh my God.
He's so good. He gets like 150 targets like every single year, bruh. He's like amazing. But I think this is going to fuel him. I think the system, the team is going to want to prove that it was a good trade. David Johnson's going to want to prove that he still got it. So like we said, Hopkins has vacated 150 targets. That's insane, right? And what usually happens when the wide receiver, like especially the lead wide receiver, leaves, is the running back gets a lot of that, a lot of those passes. They haven't used the running back that much for the first down, second down before, but guess what? Thankfully, thank God. Let me tell you, Tim Kelly is actually taking over taking over the offensive plays, which hopefully is good. Hopefully, because it's a little weird, that whole offensive play. I feel like they should have done a lot better per year. I mean, they had a good run last year, honestly, but hopefully Tim Kelly utilizes David Johnson a little better. Carlos Hyde also had over 1,000 yards last year. The guy is not good. He doesn't have that much talent, and he was able to do it.
Wait, what is your bold prediction? David Johnson won?
Running back, RB1.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
RB1.
Okay.
I mean, he's getting drafted not as an RB1, right?
Yeah, but probably not.
Okay, I mean, top 10.
Okay.
So let's say top 10.
Okay.
Prediction, right? Because I mean, 100% people are not having him as top 10.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
So top 10, David Johnson, top 10, right here. You heard it first. In the living room, the second living room, because this is the second living room that we had. Okay, so Carlos had over 1,000 years. Next, in 2016, yes, that may seem like centuries ago. It was only 4 years ago. He finished with over 1,200 yards, 80 receptions, 900 yards, and a combined 20 TDs. That's insane. He was a first-round pick, I think in 2015, 2016, or 2014, one of those years. And he was a consensus first overall pick in fantasy several years back. So the guy can do it. I think his upside is still there. I think his floor is better than a lot of people think. I think Arizona's is stupid. I think they didn't utilize him well. I think Richard's gonna be like, and Nick says, he doesn't run good in the within the inside and Houston does that a lot and blah, blah, blah. No, they're gonna utilize him however he wants it. However he's gonna be like, I want to run this way, and they're gonna allow him to do it. The defenses are gonna stop him. They're gonna let him run, and that's that. Okay.
Yeah, keyword 4 years ago. We'll see what happens with that. I'm total. On this show we love trashing each other's my guys, and I love to trash this guy. Yeah, man, not behind it, but I do admire the passion.
Thank you, Richard.
I wonder if it would be the same if you didn't have him in leagues.
I mean, honestly, to be fair, I did love him this whole, and I only have him in one league. So I mean, it's not like I've had 6 leagues together, and I have him in one of them.
Which one?
It's 100.
Nice.
But still,
Yeah, no, I hear you. What's your thoughts on Kenyon Drake now?
Because I have him in the other one, I still have. See, that's the thing. It doesn't change for Kenyon.
Okay, respect. But yeah, those are our hot takes and wild predictions.
Wild, hot.
Very wild, very hot. We should put that in the thumbnail.
We should take off our
some flames and some
clothes off.
Some clothes off. Yeah. Hopefully we get that ping pong game in.
Yes. Were we supposed to already have played it?
Yeah, I'm saying hopefully it was in the video before.
Right. Hopefully I won this.
Hopefully you'll just see that.
I'm better.
But thank you guys so much for watching. It's another episode of the Fantasy Football Brothers. If you guys enjoyed it, leave us a like, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, leave us a comment, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, and then hopefully, give us a question.
Yeah.
We'll show your question in our future episodes. And
we're so early. Like, if you guys have any things you want us to talk about, we're so early in this process of making shows. If you have anything you want, let us know. We'll do an episode about it.
You want to talk about the mascots?
Right.
Mascot, mask off?
We'll
mask off?
We'll mask off.
All right.
But thank you guys so much. We hope you have an awesome day. See you next time.
Football soon.
My computer just died.
What does that mean, though?
I don't know. Can you get the charger?
Thank you for joining the Fantasy Football Brothers for another episode. Visit our website at thefantasyfootballbrothers.com. Check us out on social media at the Fantasy Football Brothers. See you next time.